Alright, this is the makerfaire summary, preview, present solution, sort of. I don't know. It's the last video we did before makerfaire. Actually, this is the day before makerfaire, which is why I am currently in my basement, somewhat procrastinating. But hey, we're here. Alright, so our project, our group members, me, Mitchell, Dylan Rake, and Jack McNamara, Dylan Racky, decided to make an air cannon. Why? Because it's fun, but also because we realized, oh, we weren't gonna have as much time as last year, so let's do something a bit more easier to do. Well, also chemistry, gas laws and stuff, which I will also explain. But anyway, basically, first of all, we got the product itself, which I'll show first. But first, I want to go through some very basic stuff. Basically, PVC. It's the backbone of our berry product. I mean, without PVC, we'd have not many things. It's a very useful tool. But for this, it's basically just the cartridge, the barrel, and I guess in some way, the adapter of our air cannon. So, I recommend Schedule 40. Schedule 40, cheap, efficient, not that hard to buy. Home Depot, I think like 50 cents a foot. So, it really depends. If you're going for really safe, Schedule 80 definitely works. But, we're trying to make it not that expensive. That's the whole point of innovation, cheaper products, more, increased production of it, lesser costs. Anyway, I recommend, first of all, cement and primer, all your PVC together. You can also get at Home Depot for like $9. It's not that much. And then finally, one of the key things that we've tested, our group has tested, mainly me, but still, is that how can we fix those air holes? Because no air can be perfect. You're just gonna get like all the time once you fill it. Well, we tried a couple things. We did a weld. JB Weld was the main company, but they had multiple products. I tried about 3 or 4. First, we have it was a hardener and a form of very, very strong glue. Not that good. When it requires you to make something, usually it's not that effective. There's one exception. I'll explain later. First of all, it was basically just a form of liquid, very liquidly epoxy, and then some glue resin. Mix that, yeah, it's good. But what I know is that PSI will break right through it. You reach 80, it's gone. It's gonna spread all over floors. It smells bad too. Second, why not just weld PVC together? Well, that's not safe, first of all. Also, it's not that effective, honestly. There's always gonna be some hole in it. And third, epoxy. We chose epoxy because it's the best. It is a bit more expensive. Oh, it's because we made mistakes. No one's perfect. We made mistakes. That's why we need epoxy. If you don't make a mistake, you shouldn't need epoxy, or at least you don't need much. Like 2 ounces, just like $5 at Home Depot. Actually, you can make all of this at Home Depot. Let me show you. Baby here. This thing. It's literally just a drain valve kit. This silver thing over here, very beautiful. Also Home Depot. This black thing, a drain valve, also Home Depot. I think it's like $15. That's the most expensive thing you're probably gonna spend on it, which is no big deal. Very simple design. You legit. So as you pull the trigger, there is a little valve that kind of like flips down, and that's where all the air kind of goes, where all the air comes from the tank. Very simple. Very simple. Another thing that should be very important is safety. Actually, I didn't get yelled at surprisingly for safety, but our group didn't. But I don't know. This thing, actually, it's good to show you. So, every PVC has labeling. Very important. We got Schedule 40 over here, and then we have is here. Really? Yes, 280 psi. I'm gonna tell you, that is complete BS. Don't listen to it, because I did 260 psi with this baby. That's why this barrel is not attached here, because the tank that was connected broke, because I was screwing around. I'd say, honestly, the amount of PSI it says here, play really safe, divide that by 2, and then you're never probably gonna have an issue unless you really did something stupid. Anyway, here's me presenting the solution, I guess, one more time, while also explaining the chemistry behind it, because, you know, good old Mr. Tucker, it's chemistry related for Maker Faire. Anyway, yeah. And also, if there's any parts I have to cut out, I will use some extension or something, I don't know. Here is the most important, actually, it is the most important part. This, we painted it, spray painted it too as well, very nice. We got the pressure gauge, very important. Measures the pressure. Don't trust the bike pump or any other like pump's pressure. Just trust what's in here, because this directly translates to the tank itself. Then, if there's any issue, it's easy. Just pop a drain valve in there. Oh, by the way, anytime you're gonna add something like this into you drill a hole, Teflon tape. 3 layers, 5 layers, I did 6, because I'm a stickler. Made it much more safer. Finally, how do we get air? There's actually multiple ways. You can use this thing. It's just a simple bike pump. You know, all bikes have it. Or another group, credit Ethan Kane, Ethan Pollock, they use a quick connect. A quick connect requires a huge machine though. That's why we didn't do it. I was considering doing it. Yeah, it might be more powerful if you do it well enough, but also that ruins the whole point of being cheap. So I don't care. Anyway, let's try to do one test shot. Bike pump, or an air compressor, but bike pump. Let's make it cheap, you know? I ain't spending $80 on a freaking air compressor. Those things are like $80. This costed like $15 on Amazon. Anyway. I guess it doesn't take that long. Definitely better. I mean, other groups have done this too in the past in the SCLC program. I decided to do it, try to make it better, improve a bit. While I do this, I actually might give some tips. First of all, don't assume you have no air holes. Never. Second of all, epoxy is key. Buy like any much you want. If you're good at it, this was my second time, so not really, but eventually, if you perfect it, you might not need any at all. So that's very convenient. Anyway, I'd say it's t-shirt cannon, by the way. I mean, you can shoot anything. I've shot tennis balls, golf balls, plastic, and a bunch of balls, you know. Don't shoot anyone, of course. I'm gonna have to highlight that. So I'm gonna yell at that. I haven't, supposedly. So screwing around is fun. Anyway, 60 psi. I've done more. I think the max I've done with this baby was like 180. I wasn't watching a t-shirt, I was watching a potato actually as a joke. I don't know where that potato is anymore, but it's not my problem, isn't it? Anyway, this t-shirt, of course, is a classic way of rolling it up. I'm just gonna do it for sake of, because I don't remember. Also, I'm really tired right now, so just gonna roll it up. Very simple. Now, you just shove it in the barrel. Even a toddler can do it. If you do hear it, maybe it hiss, that is because there is one air hole that just came up. By the way, even though for some shots, I think I've shot this thing, I think 60 times at this point, which is actually a decent amount compared to, I was going to push it down just in case. See, did I leak any? See if, actually I can't tell. Where's the arrow? Ooh. Found it. Well, that certainly is an issue. Well, I'll deal with that later because, you know, we're smart. We're engineers. Let's put this up here. So, you know, people say it is actually pretty safe. I did. So basically, there's a bunch of air in here right now. We love it. Great. All these particles are just rivaling up. They're colliding with each other, like, oh my god, hitting each other. Hundreds of particles, gas particles. When they collide, they create pressure, some force. And when they're in a tight space like this, eventually they're going to be like, oh, let us out. We want to, be free. That's where, our, trigger comes in. So we let in all that, gas that's driving to come out. So as soon as this release, a valve opens up, and literally most of these particles will push out, and that's PSI, pounds per square inch, sorry. And eventually, I believe, something like this will happen. Anyway, that is one test shot, only 62, that's the crazy part. Didn't damage anything, luckily. I did hit something, but we'll ignore that. That's our t-shirt cannon. I mean, pretty basic, but it's fun. And I had a really good group. Thanks, shout out to my group. There he is with Dylan, Racky, Jack Panero. And yeah, that's our t-shirt cannon. Boom, now I gotta edit this video. Ugh.